Well, the SKT top lane has had a lot of rumors swirling around it ever since Huni left and Untara stayed. But it looks like former SKT top laner Marin is not coming to the team. He's being linked heavily to going back to the LPL in China. And, you know, people were kind of hoping he would come back to SKT because it's looking like they're going to need at least another top laner to go with Untara.
I mean, based on what we see from the KeSPA Cup, Untara doesn't look super serviceable in that top lane, at least by himself. Obviously, he had some decent games with SKT last year, subbing in and out with Huni. But on a full-time basis, can he get it done? Not so sure. And now with Marin going to get that nice Chinese money, they're going to have to go elsewhere to find a replacement. Who knows? Eric thinks it might be some young guy from solo queue. They could scoop up someone from one of these lower LCK teams. So we'll have to see who they get, but it will not be Marin.
Yeah, and I mean, Untara, he just can't compete on these carry top laners against, I mean, you look at that top lane and it is stacked on the top tier in the LCK with Cuve, Khan, and Smeb. Those are SKT's main competitors. They are all gonna come out ahead, especially on these carry champions over Untara. He played tanks fine, but that's kind of why they had Huni, is if you need a carry champion or some carry game, you throw Huni in there. Now they don't have that option. Yeah, this roster with SKT, listen, KeSPA Cup means basically nothing.
It doesn't mean much at all.
SKT's lost there before, gone on to win Worlds. People aren't really into this tournament. It's still so early in the preseason. Teams aren't in their full practice schedule. They don't know what the meta is, anything like that. So whatever, who cares about KeSPA Cup? But I mean, their roster as a whole, I was expecting them to make more changes because they right now they're that fourth team, it's looking like, in Korea, because the other three are just insanely stacked. So yeah, I do expect them to sign some guy that no one's ever heard of, who's either high up in the Korean solo queue or something. They tend to do this a lot. They bring in some guy you've never heard of, and then he looks pretty insane on SKT, because we know this organization and the foundation that they've set, the pedigree of success. They bring guys in and they seem to thrive. So I'm not too worried about SKT, definitely not yet. Maybe when they start slump in a bit in the spring split, if they do, which I kind of think they might, but it's not all over yet for SKT. Everyone chill.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just say SKT's done after they got eliminated in the KeSPA Cup by Longzhu. Obviously, you don't want to lose, but again, it's not a big deal. And this is the only team of those top four to really undergo major change. I know Longzhu brought in Peanut, and he looked fantastic for them, at least so far in a very limited time with that team, but he looks like the Peanut of the Rocks Tigers. But if you look at SKT, I mean, they lost Peanut, they lost Huni, and now they're trying to sub in effort with Wolf. So they're doing some new things. Obviously, this team is changing up what they did at Worlds, and it's going to take some time for them to adapt. Obviously, it's been a month since Worlds ended, and you have Samsung coming in with the same roster, KT coming in with the same roster, and Longzhu with just Peanut coming in over Cuz, which is an upgrade. So it'll take time for SKT to get back to what they want to do. They might make more changes as well. So KeSPA Cup, don't worry about it. Enjoy the finals, which will be pretty hype, Longzhu versus KT, but don't take too much out of it.
A quick look at some of the champion picks that are going in this KeSPA Cup, though. Misfortune being flex support AD, definitely not looking so great as a support.
AD, though. That damage is crazy.
It looks busted. Her Q just does 60% of your health, and it's got some stupid angles, man.
It does.
Sometimes you are standing so far away from some of these minions, and it goes halfway across the lane at a 90-degree angle.
And the E-harass with Comet, disgusting.
It's gross, but Effort was playing that Misfortune support, and it didn't look so great. Effort, rough couple games in his debuts with SKT, but I assume he'll still get more game time and get more and more comfortable. Another champion, Azir, he looks to be back. I mean, he's getting pick banned pretty often in this KeSPA Cup. So Azir, I mean, that is a fun champion to watch, especially all these guys who are so mechanically gifted. And Faker's had some amazing plays on Azir in the past. So I'm happy to see that guy back in the meta, hopefully.
For sure. And then you have Orin permabanned, Xerath permabanned, Ezreal permabanned.
That makes sense.
So there's a lot going on. Obviously, the Klepto Ez. Orin is very, very strong. He's lane dominant just by pressing W, and then his ult is one of the best engaged tools in the game. So
And Ambition probably hasn't even played since the World Championship, so we just said, I'm just going to play Sejuani and Gragas every game. Because, I haven't played. This is a game different. Who knows? But yeah, there's definitely going to be some interesting picks, and I think you're going to see a different meta coming in to Season 8.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more esports content.